and then the book will shake and then you will fall out. Here you go, the trophy again. Here on this side, this is the Malayan Tigers, Malaysia. I know you guys are actually very happy to see this team, Saffron, Brazil, Finch, will be their opponents. Oh, thank you for the music, man. All right, this is very happy. You can see here from here, Mr. D is actually getting ready with his beanies. Brazil, their streamer scene is very new for me as well. There you go. You can see Kokan, Abie, Leroy from Typical Tart, and also Mr. D. And there you go. It looks like match number 1 for Group B is starting soon. Saffron Finch Brazil versus Malayan Tiger Malaysia. They're gonna instantly go into game, Jay.
Excellent, excellent.
Timing is so good.
Absolutely, and looking like we're going to be getting a fresh bit of battleground right here as these teams are getting ready to go. It looks like all the money being spent here straight from the get-go. So they want to burst out with the guns blazing here right off bat. But
it looks like each round has different setting randomly, because in the previous match we've seen the round started at Observatory. Now it's gonna start at Shipyard. I'm not sure why it's a little bit darkened here on our live stream, but I think it will be still okay here. Mr. D. He's not using D Entertainment, he's using Mr. D, right? Everybody is using M500. I think I prefer to use the C-USB, because the USB actually has this semi-automatic control, where it's like a small mini rifle gun.
Yeah.
Well, it's very good for frontal attacks, but for long range, M500 is the best.
Yeah, so I think at the first round here, they're not going to get a lot of cash here, so they're going to have to go for a bit more of a measured approach here right now. So it looks like Abiak here just trying to get some long-range shots. If they can land some at range, maybe that's going to prompt them to start moving up here. But for now, it doesn't look as though Brazil is going to be moving from their spot. They also want to try and get some good information here, but it does look like the Brazilians here have a more central position here, so they can afford to spend a bit more time. Already 1 minute 15 seconds has already been expended here in match number 2, as now it does look like they're trying to posture around here, make sure that the Malaysian team doesn't go in for any flanks.
Yeah, M500s everywhere. Everybody's going to go for a long range. You can see that BB Palam tries to go for a scope spam in order for that Corsair to turn red. However, his efforts was in vain. That will be very crucial for him, as M500 does not have a lot of bullet capacity in it. I'm not sure how many handgun bullet does he bring in, but if he continues to spam like this, most likely he will actually in the end use his fist. However, he gets the headshot onto Mr. D.
Oh, a nice pick right there, and it looks like it's right when the zone here is starting to close in. Only 25 seconds left here, and I'm not sure whether or not they're going to have that much time here to really reset themselves here. But Mr. D taking quite a few hits here.
So it looks like typical... why typical trash? What the hell, typical trash? You become typical trash? Seriously, but never mind. It looks like Malaysia Tiger only left with 1 member. I'm not sure who is left. It looks like Abi. All of them is eliminated. It looks like maybe there's a disconnection. I'm not sure.
Wow, well, it does look like Brazil will be taking this round.
They died to the circle. Yeah, they died to the circle. My bad.
Getting absolutely pinned in there and really just not able to advance, especially taking a lot of those early hits. It was always going to put them at a little bit of a disadvantage. But let's see whether or not the Malayan Tigers here can bounce back here in round number 2. As we'll have to see whether or not with the money spent by the Brazilian team here, where there's going to be, whoa, they're really coming out of the gates here, all guns blazing as they're trying to move to these wide positions. They're actually moving towards the same side here on that northwestern side of the zone.
Kokan is going to go for the P90 attack, but it's too far for him to actually take the shot. P90 long range is not so good. Glow wall has been put up here by the Brazilians. You can see that BB Palam tries to go for the push. It's a 3-man out there, but the glow wall is there. BB goes down first. Mr. D tries to go for the kill on the knock. Peon will be pushed in. Abi will be knocked down here with the P90. P4 tries to go for Mr. D. Mr. D cannot get the control over that UMP. P4 gets the final kill, and Malayan Tigers lost the second round as well.
Wow, last player left there for the Saffron Finch team here, as they look as though that there was a lot of refraggings going on there in the midst of all the glue walls, but it does look like the Brazilians able to come out with it, and they streak to a 2-0 lead here in the let's see if the Malaysian squad is going to be changing things up a little bit here, maybe on the tactics. It does look like the Brazilian team is going to go for a lot of the early shots. They are very coordinated. They're all flanking around down this eastern side of the zone as the Malayan Tigers moving right into the center.
All right, but smart here from the side of Brazil. All of them are going to go on the edge of the circle here, trying to go for a flank. Meanwhile, the Malaysian team is going to go for this barnyard here on the second floor. They want to play in the middle of the circle, trying to catch the Brazilian team off guard right here, as the Malayan team is going to go for a little bit more of a defensive mode right here, camping inside this barn. But I think the Brazilian team knows that the Malaysian team are actually camping inside. So the Tigers are playing it safe. Meanwhile, the Saffron Finch is go for the Talon Strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this is going to work out for Brazil, as we did see the kind of tactics that they employed in the first two rounds wasn't going to be really favoring taking this. So we'll have to see if they do have the skills and the tactics here to try and break into this, as they are against the clock here. They've only got 50 seconds here, and currently they're just not getting any sight of the Malaysian Tigers at the moment, as they're really just going to try and play the holding game here on the second floor.
Alright, the barn of the second floor, only the two big windows that is accessible. If you have a grenade, then you have this actually safe place to actually attack here. There's a grenade coming out. And actually the grenade hits both typical Trash and Abia. This is the time for Brazil to go all ham. And there you go. A very easy execution here by the Brazilian team. 3-0, and now match point for Saffron Finch, Brazil.
That nade coming out from Brazil was top-notch. Took 2 knocks straight away, and that was the go sign. They just went in there and cleaned house.
Yeah,
and
clip
just
it,
like
guys,
that,
clip it.
just like that, they managed to take their 3rd round in a row. So it looks like we'll have to see if these kind of tactics are going to continue on, as they're really showing quite a variety in their playbook so far, as now we're going to have no real major central structure here, but now it does look like Brazil is going in for a little bit of flanking maneuver here, see whether or not they can catch the Malayan Tigers off guard.
Alright, go for a little bit more of a long range here. You can see that P1 has the Scar together with the P19. So he has both long range and also close quarter combat weapon. I'm not sure what the Malaysian team has. You can see now you're looking at Abia. Instantly goes for an AK. Okay, oh, never mind that. I was about to say about the AK, but he got shot by the P19 long range.
Oh dear, he just peeks for just a second, but that's all that the Saffron Finch team needs here, as they take the first kill in this match, as now they're starting to move on and see if they can get a little bit more information as to where the rest of the Malayan Tigers are playing. Currently, they are a little bit spread out here, as really the Saffron Finch team has been really playing very cohesively. Did he just walk past one of the players?
No, it's his teammate.
Oh, they're right on the other side of the wall right there. They are so close, but no one is making the first move just yet here. Oh, the nades are starting to fly in through the windows. That's going to prompt the Malayan Tigers to start moving from their position here.
Alright, so Winchow trying to go for a front of Mr. D. I'm not sure why he wants to go so open here. Mr. Kokat can't do anything. And Brazil takes round number 4. It was an instant, it was in a flash. And there you go, Booyah win goes to Brazil.
Wow, and that was a very dominant performance coming out from the Brazilians, as we do see Saffron coming out with that very